Hello everyone, kamusta po kayo? Sana po lahat kayo ay nasa mabuting kalagayan. At ako po ulit si Sir June. At sa episode lang ito, ang topic natin ay kung paano naman po mag-activate ng Microsoft Teams sa ating mga account. Gamit po yung ating school email address. Pwede po natin ma-activate yung mga Office 365 applications na available po. Okay? So kung paano po natin gawin, sundan niyo po ako. Unang-una, magbubukas po tayo ng browser. Pwedeng Google po, pwedeng Microsoft Edge, pwedeng Opera, pwedeng kung ano pang mga browser ang inyong nakasanayang gamitin. Okay po? So type niyo po yung microsoft.com. Ito po yung website ng Microsoft the company. Then, dito po, ito yung option natin, no? So, click natin yung choose your Microsoft 365. Kung napapansin niyo po, ang dami po mga options, no? Kailang may bayad po lahat yan. At saka ang mamahal. At limited number of persons lang po yung pwede sa license nila. Okay, so ngayon may option tayo rito. Ito po yung Microsoft 365 for students and educators. Dito po tayo magpaparegister ngayon. Kasi basta meron ka ng activated na G Suite for Education at nakadomain na po sa school, ibig sabihin meron na pong website or email address sa inyong school, pwede na po itong gamitin. Okay, so input nyo lang po yung inyong school email address. And then click get started. Ayun. So may option tayo sa Office 365 Education. Are you a student or a teacher? So if you're a student, click this button, I'm a student. And if you're a teacher, then click I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher, so I will click I'm a teacher button. And here we are. So create your account. So we have to write our credentials. Okay, then create password. Be sure that you always remember your password. Then it says verification code in Philippines. So automatically once we click this window, there is already an email coming from Microsoft 365, and this is it. So we have to open this because this is important for verification. Okay, so this is known as the verification code. So copy natin yan. Then balik tayo sa Office 365 Education, and then paste natin po dito yung code. Okay, so yung purpose po kung bakit mayroon siyang code, para ma-verify kung talaga bang atin yung email address na ginamit natin. Okay po. So, click lang natin tong dalawang buttons. Microsoft may send promotions and offers about Microsoft products and services for business. The other one is, I would like Microsoft to share my information with select partners so I can receive relevant information about their product and services. To learn more or to unsubscribe at any time, view the link. Privacy statement. Okay po? So then click start. You may have an option to save your password so that later on you'll not be bothered of retyping every now and then your password. Okay, so here we are. My account is now exempted, and we can check the button to continue. Save time to teaching with Office 365. Thank you. And here we are. Okay, so create self-grading quizzes with forms. So we can do that. We can do that later on. Okay, so as you can see, I already have my Office 365 account. So how did I do that? I simply follow the steps. Okay, number one, we type the website of Microsoft in microsoft.com, and then we input our school email address, and then it has a verification, and we input also the verification code coming from Office 365, and then it was verified and authentic. Then our application was accepted. Okay, so that's simple. And now we are already in the account of Office 365. So here we are. We can navigate all of these applications here one by one, and we can also synchronize this account to our Android phone or Android tablet. Okay, so same procedure. Just add account to your cell phone, and then download the applications coming from Office 365. So you can use your download application in Android. So open your App Store and then type the applications kagaya ng Word or Excel, PowerPoint, OneDrive, okay, and then OneNote, then SharePoint, Teams, Sway, and Forms. Actually, marami pa yan, no? So, hindi lang naka-display dito. Okay, so if you're going to click all apps, ayan, marami po dyan. Ngayon, kung gusto nyo i-check or i-test po itong applications na ito, basically po ito po yung mga online applications, no? Sa mga online sila, ibig sabihin, dependent po sila sa ating internet connection. Yung option dito po is install Office. This is an offline version, pero hindi po siya kasama sa package ng A1 for educators and students account. So ito po ay applicable lamang sa mga paid or commercial na kumbaga Office 365 for education. So pwede nyo po siyang bilhin kung gusto ninyo para maisama sa package. Kailang mahal po, no? Pero kahit hindi po kasama ito sa package ng A1 account, magagamit pa rin po natin yung account natin to sign in, so that it will synchronize to our different, let's say, gadgets, like we have desktop and laptop. So we can still make use of our account in Office 365 to synchronize all our gadgets. Okay, let's say you're working in the office or in school, and then you are using desktop in school, and you are using your laptop in your house or in other places. Then you can still make use of your file from your desktop in school or in office and sync it with your laptop using this account. So once you have your offline office, you can make use of your Office 365 account given to you by your school IT administrator. Okay, so Excel, you can also make use of this. Almost the same with offline application. Okay, the only difference is, of course, this is online and it's internet dependent. Okay, so you can make use of other applications. Now we're going to focus on Microsoft Teams. Okay, so you have to type Teams here in your search button, because Microsoft Teams actually is embedded in Windows 2010 or Windows 10. Okay, and then click continue. Then here we're going to sign in our account. And then click next. Then key in the password and click sign in. Okay, so here we are. Just wait for a while until the Microsoft Teams becomes available. Okay, so here we are. Our account is already accepted. So let's go. Okay, just navigate. Okay, so we are just accepted, and this is still empty because nothing is encoded in Microsoft Teams. Now you can navigate all of these buttons or applications here, even here in the lower portion, so you can navigate all of that. And we'll check the account. See, this is already the newly account that I created, and I sign in here, and now we are in Microsoft Teams. Now all of these are available if you're going to maximize. Okay, so we go to Teams, and then we're going to create our team. We are going to create a class. Then type your class name. Mine is TVL ICT, and let's say my section is Babbage. Then you can write your description of your class. Okay, so this class is about computer system servicing, and then click next. So here we are. Actually, there's no students yet because it's just created. Now, if you already have your students, inform them about your teams. Okay, once they are already in the Microsoft 365 A1, let's say, registration, and they were accepted and their account is valid, you can easily search your email address in here. Okay, and then you can add them manually or one by one. Okay, so for now, let's skip this option. And what are the things inside the team or teams? So here we are. I have already my class, but there's no student yet. Okay, so we have options in here. Okay, we have the general option, we have the post, we have the file, we have the class notebook, we have assignment, and we have the grade. Okay, so almost everything that we need is already here. So all you have to do is just navigate and add the file for your classes. Okay, so how are you going to do that? Okay, here when you click your class, there is an option. Okay, so the general, like this one, so you have your channel notification, pin, manage channel, get email address, get link to channel. So here, if you're going to give this classroom to your class, then you have to click this get link to channel. And then once your class have that link already, then they can follow you and they can connect with you, and basically they can join your team or teams. Okay, and then from there you can navigate your options in here. So you have upload class materials and find help and training. Okay, so in upload class materials, all you have to do is open that. Okay, and then you can upload your file here. So as you can see, we can't get your files. We're working on getting them back. Of course, because there's no file yet. Okay, and then in your class notebook, if you already have your students, okay, then you can set up one notebook or class notebook. Okay, so maybe you're asking question, what about the file? So the file will be synchronized in OneNote online drive. Okay, so set up OneNote blank notebook from existing notebook content. Of course, we have to start from a blank notebook. So here we are having different options. Okay, so collaboration space, content library, teacher online only section, student notebook. Then click next. Then you have another options. So handouts, class notebook, homework, quiz. You can also add section here if you want. Okay, manually. And then click create. Now, getting your class notebook ready. So hintayin po natin ng konti hanggat matapos po niya ma-generate yung ating class notebook. So the advantage of this is you can share with your class. Okay, so once your students are already in this class, then basically they have access to your class notebook. Okay, so maybe you're also asking question, what's the difference between, say, Microsoft Teams and Google Classroom? Of course, they are different because they belong to different platforms or online platforms, but they have somehow similarities, like sharing of files, saving the file to both online or cloud, like in Google Classroom. So you have your option like Google Drive. Here in Microsoft Teams, you have your option like OneDrive. So both of them are cloud-based drives, but the advantage of Google Classroom, or rather your Google Drive, it's unlimited because it's part of the G Suite's for Education account. Okay, but I'm not sure if Microsoft Teams is also giving us unlimited, or they are simply sharing 50 gigabytes of online drive in OneDrive. Okay, we can maximize that later on once we are already navigating all of this. Okay, so we're still setting up access to the notebook for you. Okay, so for now you can cancel that and you can proceed to other applications or options like assignments and then grades. Okay, so all of these are available. Now if you want to see your students using camera, so this is the option. For now I'm using the camera, so I cannot make use of it using this option for now, but later on, once I finish this tutorial, then I can easily navigate this, and I can also use my camera here. Okay, so any more questions with that? I hope you simply followed. So this is our assignment or assignments, and then click next, and then get started. Okay, so it says, don't you just love a blank slate? Create your first assignment here. So we'll try. Let's say assignment. So here are the options. Okay, so enter title and category, instructions, points, assign to, okay, assign to all students, and the due date. So you can actually set a date here for your submission, and then your settings. Okay, so I will not create for now. So, but you can do that when you have your ample time. Okay, so discard for now. And then you can call your students if you want. So once all of them are here, and you need to talk to someone, you want to talk to someone, then pwede nyo pong tawagan yung estudyante ninyo. Okay? So, ito po yung mga options natin. No? Speed dial, contacts, history, voicemail. Okay, so nandito po yung inyong credential. Ayan, so ako po yan. So pwede kang tumawag using audio call, or pwede pong gamitin yung video call. Okay? And then, pwede po tayong maglagay ng file dito sa option ng file. So, pwede pong i-download, pwede pong i-store sa OneDrive or online hard drive of Microsoft. Okay? So, if you want to add cloud storage, ito po yung option. Okay? Ayan. So, pwede pong Dropbox, Box, Ignite, Share File, and also Google Drive. So, very good. So, Google company is already embedded in Microsoft also. Okay, so those are the options. I know you have your time to navigate all of these options. So if you want more applications, just click in here, and then you can choose whatever application that you like. Okay, so you can add that, or you can navigate this anytime if you have your leisure of time. Okay, so yan po ang ating mga options. Pwede nyo pong gamitin lahat yan kung gusto po ninyo. Ayan, isa-isahin nyo po, kaya ang dami kong in-enable po para sa atin, no? Kasi yan ay available lahat para sa ating account na Microsoft 365 for Education A1 account. Yan po. So, kung ayaw nyo na po dyan, balikan po kayo sa inyong Teams. Ang tanong po, ano po ba ang advantage pag ginamit natin yung Microsoft Teams? Well, kung hindi man ako 100%, at least, may mga estudyante rin ako at ibang users na interview. Karamihan po sa kanila ay nasa university kasi matagal na pong ginagamit yung Microsoft Teams doon sa university, no? So yun, according sa kanila, ang Microsoft Teams po ay mas mababa siya, okay, compared sa ibang mga online applications when it comes to consumption of data, lalo pa pag nagdi-data lang po yung mga bata using their cellphone. So sabi po nila, ang Microsoft Teams, out of 3 hours, nasa 200 MB lang po yung kanyang data consumption. Tapos kinumpare po nila ito sa ibang online applications like Google Meet. So sabi nila si Google Meet, ay umaabot po siya ng mga 600 MB sa loob lamang ng isang oras. And then si Zoom, umaabot po siya ng mga 900 MB sa loob ng isang oras. Okay? So kung yung load po nila ay let's say 1 GB lamang per day yung allocation, so isang oras lang po nila na online using Zoom, tapos naka-camera on sila, paubos na po yung kanilang allocation na 1 GB sa loob ng 3 araw. Okay? Kaya po, alternative po nilang gamitin itong Microsoft Teams kasi mas cheaper, at saka user-friendly, and almost perfect din po sa classroom settings. Kasi merong interaction, yung teacher po pwede makipag-interact sa kanila, may video call, may audio call, and then mayroon ding kung anong available doon sa Google Classroom, nandito din po sa Microsoft Teams. So advantage po niya is mababa po yung data consumption. Ibig sabihin, kung konti lang po yung load nila or patingi-tingi, ito po ay siguro perfect na din para sa kanilang option. No? Kasi ang number one option natin is yung FB Messenger kasi kahit walang data, makakatanggap po sila ng SMS or text or chat sa kanilang chat box. Kaya lang hindi nila ma-view yung mga pictures. Pero yung information na gusto natin ihatid ay matatanggap po nila yon anytime. Ngayon, kung may konti silang load na tira, dali natin sila dito sa Microsoft Teams. And dito po natin sila bibigyan ng mga necessary informations or materials para sa kanilang klase. Okay. Ano naman po ang magagawa ng mga account natin like DepEd Commons? Ito po ay mga learning materials, no? Or learning resource materials na naipo-provide sa atin ng ating department. Okay, ng Department of Education. So, pwede nyo pong ma-navigate at gamitin. Kumbaga, pwede nyong i-crop at saka i-embed sa inyong lesson yung mga topics doon. Pwede nyo pong i-maximize. Pwedeng kumuha lang sa isang area, tapos kukuha na naman sa ibang areas. And then, come up po ng isang, let's say, PowerPoint presentation na kinuha po ninyo sa iba-ibang learning resource material. And then, ilagay po natin sila dito sa ating Microsoft Teams or pwede rin po doon sa ating Google Classroom. Ayan po. May mga questions din na ang dami na nating inaral, ano? Bakit hanggang ngayon nag-aaral pa tayo ng mga applications? Tama po. Kasi sabi nga natin, we are facing the new normal at hindi naman po pwedeng magklase tayo sa classroom ng, kumbaga, ando doon yung mga bata kasi bawal pa siya sa ngayon. So ito po yung mga online platforms na ito, itong Google Classroom, itong Microsoft Teams, ginawa po silang alternative para mga classroom. Okay? Meron pa po yung Edmodo, kaya lang hindi na po natin itatouch dito kasi baka mas lalo kayo mahihirapan. No? So yun din ay online classroom platform. Parang Google Teams din siya at saka Google Classroom din ang kanyang, kumbaga, application. So dito na lang po tayo mag-focus. So ito po yung ating, kumbaga, classroom na physical. Ito po yung MS Teams na ito at saka Google Classroom. Ngayon, maglalagay tayo ng bata dito sa loob para makita po nila yung ating mga gagawin para maturuan natin sila. Ngayon, ano-ano naman yung mga like LRMDS o DepEd Commons o other online platforms. Sila po ay magsisilbing ating mga gabay. Sila naman yung para mga books natin or mga materials para makagawa po tayo ng mga learning materials na kailangan ng bata na mailagay natin dito sa Microsoft Teams or sa ating Google Classroom. Yan po. So, kumbaga, dalawang klase or pagkakaiba na mga platforms na ito. Una, yung nagsisilbing mga classroom natin. Pangalawa, yung ilalagay natin sa classroom na mga materials para ma-download ng ating mga estudyante at maaral nila habang sila ay nasa kanilang mga bahay. Yan po. So, wag po kayo magtataka, kumbaga, wag kayong mainis or magagalit kung marami tayong inaaral. Kasi kasama po yung pag-aaral na yan sa pagbabago ng ating panahon. Dahil nagbago po ang ating panahon ngayon, nagkaroon tayo ng pandemic, so it is essential na dapat po mag-adapt tayo sa panahon, lalo na sa pagbabago. Kasi sabi nga natin, education is not static. Ibig sabihin nun, nagbabago po depende sa panahon or demand of time. Pero, ang education po ay dapat manatili. So, education will always continue kasi kasama po siya sa growth and development ng ating mga anak or ng mga batang ating tinuturuan bilang mga estudyante. Lalo na po sa kanilang brain development. So, hindi po pwedeng ipagpaliban natin kasi sayang naman ang panahon. At yung mga bata natin ay wala magawa at nabuboring naman sila sa bahay. So, instead of doing anything or barkada, mag-aaral po sila. And then, luckily, andyan naman yung mga parents nila to supervise or para maggabay sa kanila. Okay po? So, ang dami ko na sinabi. So, pasensya na po, no? But anyway, kailangan natin maintindihan kung ano po ang mga dahilan kung bakit kailangan nating matutuhan yung mga applications na ito. So, pasalamat po tayo kasi andyan si Google na nag-back up sa mga dami-daming eskwelahan worldwide na binigyan po nila ng G Suite for Education account. Isa na po tayo doon. And then ito po si Microsoft, no? Nagbigay din po sila ng Microsoft 365 A1 account naman for educators and students. So kailangan lang natin po mag-grab at ma-enjoy para magamit po natin sa ating mga klase. Okay po? So ang kailangan lang natin is, dahil nandyan na, aralin na lang po natin. Kasi may iba pa pong ibang institution po, kailangan nilang bilhin. At ibang teachers talaga ay bibili po sila kasi wala po silang ganito. Okay po? Wala po silang free account or kung mayroon ng free account dyan na available, hindi po sila qualified. Kasi wala po silang institution na magbaback up sa kanila. And we are so lucky po na na-back up na po tayo ng ating school kasi we already have our official domain. Binili po natin yung domain natin. And of course, nai-reward po sa atin ni G Suite for Education ng Google ang ating domain para magamit naman po sa iba-ibang applications like email, Google Classroom, so forth and so on. And nag-tie up naman po si Microsoft doon sa G Suite for Education ni Google. Kaya po, na-enjoy natin ito ngayon. Okay? So, sana po nakatulong itong simpleng video tutorial para maintindihan po ninyo ang concept kung bakit kailangan natin gamitin itong application na ito. Okay? And then, yung ating DepEd Commons, ayan, kumbaga, may blessing na ibibigay sa atin yung ating department, the Department of Education. Once na na-accept na yung ating account, so iyon po ay isa sa mga basihan na makakatanggap po tayo ng benefits like probably yung load allowance natin. Okay? So maraming salamat po and I hope naintindihan nyo po ito and magamit nyo po yung Microsoft Teams for Education kasi very powerful po siya na application para sa ating pagtuturo. Bye-bye and see you in our next video.